Before we bring up our next speaker, we're going to reward you guys for getting in the room and showing up early. So you may want to tell the folks in the hall we are raffling. And who wants the lizard? Come on. Who wants? Okay, we got a couple people today who want the lizard. All right. No, I'm not going to raffle off the lizard. I like the lizard. They kind of look like the little gecko guy, you know. Wow, what? You say, like, you wouldn't want $1 million, you wouldn't stand up? Huh? You guys don't know that Geico commercial? The guy sitting there talking to Larry King, the little lizard? All right, we're not going to give away the lizard, but we are going to raffle off something very, very valuable. And how many of you guys know about Team DoubleClick? Okay, a couple. All right. Team DoubleClick is a company that specializes in virtual assistants. And everybody in this room should know about Team DoubleClick because last year, the Investor of the Year was Marcus Lackey. He won the keys to the Viper. And Marcus attributes a tremendous amount of his success to the fact that he was able to get deals done even though he was transitioning from a full-time job, part-time real estate investor to full-time real estate investor. And a lot of you guys in the room here are taking these notes and you're listening very intently and you're sitting there going, yeah, but I got a full-time job. How am I going to get all this stuff done? I can't answer telephones during the middle of the workday. I can't be calling people in the middle of the workday. How in the world am I ever going to be successful? Well, the key to success is figuring out what you got to do and then doing it. And not sitting around going, well, I can't do this and I can't do that. For many of you who do have full-time jobs, or for many of you, quite honestly, who like the freedom, like somebody like Min Pham, you know, Min just likes to just get up and go. Sometimes I'll send Min an email or I'll call him and he's like, hey, dude, you know, I'm in Europe right now, so I'll see you in 10 days, you know, or hey, I'm at my house in Florida. I'll be back up in the D.C. area in about a week. And yet their businesses, Marcus and Min and others like them, their businesses keep on going. Well, the secret that those guys use is this concept of a virtual assistant. Somebody who can take care of the back office, somebody who can take care of the paperwork, somebody who can take care of the day-to-day administrative stuff, but not necessarily have to show up and be in your house or be in your basement to take care of it. And so without spending too much time, I'd like for the folks from Team DoubleClick. Is Ruthie here? Give it up for Ruthie. Come on up here, Ruthie. Ruthie, can you come up from like maybe 2 minutes and just real quickly explain to folks what Team DoubleClick does and what your concept is all about? And they have a table out there in the vendor area so you can get more information with them one-on-one. But I want you to take just a couple seconds because what we're going to do is I'm going to raffle off. How much time do you want to give them?
1 month.
1 month. We're going to give away a month of a service with Team DoubleClick. And I guarantee you, if you try Team DoubleClick for a month, it'll change your life. So why don't you real quickly just kind of explain what Team DoubleClick is and what you guys do?
All right. Thank you, Sherman. He was just talking about Marcus Lackey and Min Pham that are both clients. And I actually was the VA for Marcus Lackey while he went through his transition from working full-time into investing full-time. I apologize, I'm not a public speaker by trade. I am a back-end person. So I personally know a lot about what you guys need, and you're here because you want to grow your investing business to the next level. Either you're full-time or you're part-time, and you need help, whether you know it or not. You need somebody there to answer your phones, to take those seller information sheets, to ward off the sign police for you. As you get into rehabbing, as he mentioned earlier, there's a lot of things your assistant could do for you there as well. They can call Home Depot and order appliances and have them delivered. They can do research, whether you're looking for advertising rates, just multitude of, maybe you need somebody to come mow the lawn of a property, you're getting ready to put it back on the market. There's just so many things that they can do for you. If you're drowning in paperwork, drowning in phone calls, you're trying to do a day job and you can't be bothered to take all these calls. If you're not taking the calls, somebody else is. And you're losing the deal. You missed it because a lot of these people know how many investors are in your area, and if you're not getting a live person when they call, they're going to call the next investor on their list because they're driving around, they're seeing bandit signs all over the road, up and down Maryland, Virginia, D.C., and they're taking notes. And so you need somebody live to answer that call for you. Even if your assistant answers it, you may decide, well, I don't know if I want them getting into the financial information with these callers. Maybe you're not comfortable with that. That's something you can grow into and decide as you see fit. But to have a live person, then your assistant will call you, text message you, send you an email and say, look, somebody called, they've got a property, it's in Fort Washington, this is what they want for it, this is their situation. Then you can decide, I need to take a break, and go outside of your office, call that seller, set an appointment to go see the property that night, and close the deal. And I've seen it done many, many times, and it's just because they had somebody live answer the phone. They don't want voicemail because I guarantee you they're going to go to the next person until they get a live voice. And from there, once you start doing a couple of deals, you're going to find so many more things that your assistant can do, and next thing you know, you're quitting your day job. Marcus quit his day job after 3 months of he and I working together.
You get that? 3 months. 3 months.
And it wasn't that I did a lot of hours for him. It was pretty minimal. I would say 2 to 10 hours a week is really all I started off working with him at. But it was just getting those first couple of deals that gave him the cash flow that he could say, I'm out of here. I want to do this for, full time. So, and we can do, maybe your website's not fully up to where you want it, or maybe you need it redesigned because it looks a little bit too much like somebody else's. We can bring people in on a project basis to help out with any special need that you might have, any type of project work. If your assistant maybe doesn't have a particular skill set for something, we'll bring somebody else in. We can add on, we can, release them if after the project's over. And all we ask is a 2-hour a week minimum, just 2 hours a week, $45 a week, get you an assistant available to you full time during the week.
So if you guys have specific questions, actually give it up for Ruthie. Wasn't that great? If you guys have specific questions, I would encourage you to go to their booth, spend time with them. I can tell you they're an invaluable resource. I use Team DoubleClick. Now, you guys know Lisa, right? You guys know my assistant, Lisa, right? Lisa does a wonderful, fantastic job. About a month ago, I had a number of people coming to me saying, hey, we really like the radio shows. We really like the radio shows. And then all of a sudden, the light bulb went on. I said, well, why not take the radio shows and have them transcribed so that people can read them? Because some people prefer to read stuff as opposed to listening to it. Okay? I went to Lisa, and I was like, no, this would not be fair at all. To have her transcribe 2 years worth of radio shows and turn them, into transcriptions. So I talked to Gail at Team DoubleClick. I was like, Gail, I got this idea. What do you think? She said, oh yeah, we can get that done. So I'm just thinking about it right now, but I probably want to move forward on it. And I talked to Gail, I guess about a week later. She says, okay, we got the first 3 months done. I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, the transcriptions you said, you already guys got this done? And she said, yeah, we've already got the first 3 months done. So Team DoubleClick, there's so many different ways that you can use them. And I'm telling you, for those of you guys that get full-time jobs and you're wondering, how in the world am I going to get all this stuff done, while I still have to fulfill the demands of my job or my family, you need to go to the table and talk to Team DoubleClick and find out what they can do, because it will surprise you, it will amaze you. Realtors in here who are constantly on the go and you're like, I can never get myself a good administrative assistant. The reality is the virtual administrative assistant is probably the way that you want to go. And Ruthie's absolutely correct. If you're out there putting up bandit signs or you got a marketing campaign going on, people are not going to talk to an answering machine. They want to hear a live voice. They want to hear a compassionate voice. They want to hear somebody who's going to listen to them. And Team DoubleClick can listen to their stories and take out all the information and then simply text message you, here's the basics, here's the details, and then you can decide, do I want to now follow up on this deal or just let it go? But you need to be thinking about this kind of a resource if you're serious about this real estate business. So, without saying anything more, go see Ruthie. She's out at the table, right out in the hallway with the vendor tables. Ask them about what they can do. Do we have any of their brochures, any of their material? Would you, ladies, please pass that out? But you need to know about Team DoubleClick. You need to know what they can do, because I think they can really help you. So we are now going to give away 1 month with Team DoubleClick to one lucky person. So, Ruthie, would you do the honors, please? Thank you. 174-189. 189. Come on up. What's your name, sir?
Nate West.
Nate West. Give it up for Nate. Congratulations, Nate. You may very well have gotten the best prize of the weekend. So if you want to hook up with Ruthie, and this is Nate, this is Ruthie, and when you guys see each other at hall, we'll get you signed up, okay?